because I base most of my teaching around my 40 years of living the life of being a recording and touring musician, because what I've learned through the years of, I don't know how many concerts I've played in however many countries that I've been to, and similarly being in so many different recording studios and recording situations, working with a lot of different producers and engineers. Not everything that you learn in the books translates what happens in real life.
Okay.
And I mean, here, just I think a really good example of this was, I remember taking a course in college, that spent some time talking about the recording process. And when you're recording, make sure that when you're looking at the levels, that nothing is ever pinned into the red.
Yeah, I'm checking mine right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So years later, I found myself with the Dixie Dregs recording out in California, and we were working with one of the biggest names in engineering and production, a man by the name of Ken Scott, who he cut his teeth working at Abbey Road Studios, did some of the Beatles records. He was the lead engineer on the Beatles' White Album.
Wow.
Then, went on to do David Bowie, Elton John, Supertramp, and then he was the engineer and producer on all of those breakout fusion records of Billy Cobham's Spectrum, the Mahavishnu Orchestra,
Wow. Yeah.
Inner Mining Flame, Birds of Fire, Jeff Beck, Stanley Clark's breakout album.
Yeah.
So he did everything. And so one day we were working on the drum tracks, and I came in to the control room to listen back to something, and I was loving what it was sounding like, but I looked at the meters, and they were pinned into the red, and I went, Ken, the meters.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and he said, "What's the problem?" I said, "Well, when I was in school, I learned that you're not supposed to do that."
Yeah.
He looked at me, with an interesting look, and he said, "Do you like the way it sounds?" I said, "It sounds amazing." And then he said, "Who cares what the meters are doing? Ultimately, let your ears be your guide." So there's just an interesting lesson in that.
Yeah.
And I'm not poo-pooing books, because I've written drum books.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But all I'm saying is that there might be times that you discover that something that you learned might not translate in action.
Got it.